The Stoic Blueprint, Timeless Lessons for an Unshakable Life. Part 1. The Silent Power of Ancient Wisdom. Imagine standing in the middle of a crowded room, surrounded by noise, chaos, and endless distractions. Now picture someone walking in, calm, collected, and unmoved. While others rush to react to every disturbance, this person remains centered, their actions deliberate, their words purposeful. This is the power of Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us not to control the world, but to control ourselves. Over 2,000 years ago, thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus faced challenges just as daunting as ours. War, political betrayal, pandemics, and personal loss shaped their lives. Yet, they found peace in chaos. Their writings weren't abstract theories, they were survival guides. And today, those lessons are more relevant than ever. Seneca once wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Think about this for a moment. How much of your stress comes from things that haven't even happened? That email you dread sending, the conversation you've been avoiding, the worry about tomorrow's problems. Stoicism teaches us to bring our focus back to what we can control, the present moment. As you listen to this, take a deep breath. What is within your control right now? Your thoughts, your actions, your response. Everything else? Let it go. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Part 2. The Role Models. We choose. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine your ideal self. Who do you want to become? What qualities do you admire most in others? Patience, resilience, kindness, or courage? The Stoics believe that we become the people we admire. The people we choose as our role models shape our minds and actions, just like a crooked line can only be straightened by using a ruler. Marcus Aurelius had his own set of mentors, though many of them were long dead. He learned kindness from his adoptive father Antoninus, discipline from Epictetus, and wisdom from reading Socratic dialogues. He studied these figures not to worship them, but to reflect on their principles and make them his own. Who are your rulers? Maybe it's a parent who taught you to stay strong during tough times. Maybe it's a historical figure whose life inspires you to rise above challenges. Or maybe it's as simple as asking yourself, what would my best self do in this moment? For the Stoics, life was about progress, not perfection. Every day was a chance to realign yourself to those values. As Epictetus said, first, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Part 3. Turning obstacles into opportunities. What if every challenge you faced wasn't a roadblock but a stepping stone? The Stoics believed that adversity wasn't something to fear, it was something to embrace. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Picture this. You're running late for an important meeting and traffic comes to a halt. Frustration boils up. But what if instead of cursing your luck, you saw it as a moment to practice patience? What if that failure at work wasn't the end of your career but the start of a new opportunity? Take Thomas Edison, for example. When his laboratory burned to the ground, destroying years of work, he didn't collapse in despair. Instead, he said, "Thank goodness all our mistakes were burned up. Now we can start fresh." That's the Stoic mindset in action. Right now, think about the biggest obstacle in your life. Ask yourself, how can this make me stronger? What lesson can I take from this? You don't have to love the challenge, but you can love the growth it brings. Part 4. The Art of Living with Purpose. At the heart of Stoicism lies one question. What is your purpose? The Stoics believe that a meaningful life comes from aligning your actions with your values. But this isn't about chasing happiness or avoiding pain. It's about living with integrity, no matter the circumstances. Imagine a sailor steering a ship through a storm. The waves are fierce, the wind relentless, but the sailor doesn't panic. They focus on the helm, adjusting their course, staying true to their destination. That's how the Stoics approached life. For Marcus Aurelius, his purpose was to serve others, even when it cost him personal happiness. For Seneca, it was to use his wealth not for indulgence, but for generosity. For Epictetus, a former slave, it was to find freedom within his mind. What is your purpose? What are the values you refuse to compromise, no matter how hard the storm rages? Start small. Reflect on one thing you can do today to live in alignment with your values. Maybe it's being kinder to a stranger. Maybe it's finally letting go of a grudge. Maybe it's spending 5 minutes journaling your thoughts. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Closing reflection. The Stoics didn't have smartphones, social media, or 24-hour news cycles, but their challenges were just as overwhelming. What set them apart was their ability to focus on what mattered, their values, their actions, and their inner peace. Now, it's your turn. As you go about your day, carry these questions with you. What can I control? Who inspires me to be better? How can I turn this challenge into growth? And most importantly, how can I live with purpose? The wisdom of Stoicism isn't about living a perfect life, it's about living a resilient one. And in a world full of chaos, isn't that what we all need? Final thoughts. This version of the script emphasizes practicality, inspiration, and relatability, while staying deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. It's designed to resonate with viewers on a personal level, encouraging them to reflect and take actionable steps. Would you like me to create visual prompts for Leonardo to complement this script?